Swati, we are just getting the likes of Goldman's revising expectations for an even more hawkish set of moves from the RBA. In fact, 50 basis points again going into August and September versus a prior 25 basis points from Goldman. Is this on the back of this kind of whatever it takes and the warning that we had from Phil Lowe that we could see inflation up to 7% by the end of the year?
Yes, good morning, Heidi. First of all, it was a very rare interview. The governor does not do one-on-one interviews, so it was quite unusual for him to make that appearance. The signal from him was pretty hawkish as well. He did not push back on market pricing, which is for 3.6% by December, and he kept reiterating that it was important to bring inflation down. That was the kind of message that he gave. He expects inflation to in fact start coming down only from the first half of 2023. So a lot of hawkish signal there and a lot of concerns around inflation becoming a problem in Australia.
So what's the consensus call right now by economists, given everything that Governor Lowe has said on where rates go this year?
We are yet to see all of the reactions from economists after yesterday's interview, but economists were kind of turning towards the hawkish side and expecting a 50 basis point increase again in July. That would be the first time ever the RBA would do 50 basis points back-to-back increase. So the situation is quite, it's quite interesting from, the economics perspective, how things are moving, how quickly things are moving here, and how concerned the Reserve Bank has become suddenly from not signaling an interest rate hike last year to, signaling back-to-back rapid tightening this year.
Swati, the household debt-to-income ratio in Australia is about 186%. Does Governor Lowe have concerns about how consumers are going to be able to handle higher mortgage payments and cope with higher inflation at the same time?
The governor was asked this question last night, and while he said there might be some individuals who would have problems with their debt, the vast majority would be fine. He kept reiterating that the economy was pretty resilient, that households were pretty resilient, household savings are still pretty high, and there is still a lot of room for households to run down those savings. The average Australian is also 2 years ahead in their loan repayments. So from that perspective, he does seem comfortable, and he seems like the Australian economy will be able to absorb the interest rate hikes.